Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Nile TV International is celebrating 31 years of excellence, 31 years of success, of dedication, of hard work. On this occasion, we have the pleasure to host today our dear guest and one of our family, of course, in Nile TV International, Dr. Magda, Professor of Media and Communication and also consultant, of course, of Media and Communication.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. You're not only a guest, you became one of our family because, yes.
Usually I'm a regular guest in your show. And I love to come to your place.
So, because you are one of the family now, what would you say as the Nile TV International is celebrating 31 years today?
Number one, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
And number two is كل سنة وأنتم طيبين. As an Egyptian, I would say that way. And hope to see more success for the Nile TV, more maybe say programs and more advancement. I love your Nile TV.
Let's start, Dr. Bagnied, from the beginning. Nile TV International is the voice of Egypt to the world, and it's the first Egyptian and Arab channel to be speaking or broadcasting in English and French.
Right.
Yes. Tell me, what was your impression from the beginning and until today?
Well, I started early with you as well. My impression that, you know, when I have lots of friends who are not Egyptian, non-Egyptians, they follow the Nile TV. If something is important, sometimes they don't have to go to foreign channels. But they watch Nile TV to see what is happening in Egypt actually. So this is something important. Besides, you have a variety of shows that you present. You have politics, you have, of course, news, you have sports, culture, tourism, and you have people who are specialized in the field. That makes me happy.
Yes.
You know why? Because anybody would speak in any field, he should know his area of coverage.
In technology, in education.
Exactly. Yes. And sometimes you have promos for Egypt, for instance, about what is happening, say, anything in Egyptology, you bring the people to speak. This is what maybe it's a service for the foreign community in Egypt and for the elite people who would like to know and understand. And you don't have that in English only, you have it English and French. So you have a variety here. And I'm happy and I wish you more success in the field.
Thank you so much. Dr. Bagnied, also the Nile TV International is a general channel. Yet on the top of every hour there's a news bulletin. So how do you evaluate the programs and the news in the Nile TV International?
As long as you have people to watch you and have something important to do, they will follow. Especially when sometimes you have the promo for something. You know, you have people who are specialized to present the best in this way. So, of course I follow, you know, among the other things as well. And if somebody would like to know what is happening in Egypt, they follow the Nile News, especially those who know English and French. I remember several years ago I was on French television. French for me is the number two as a language. I speak English more. They put it in Arabic. I was happy for one reason. Many people wanted to hear what the Nile TV is presenting and how do they present the questions. So I put it even in my Facebook.
Yes.
It was about, you know, the time of President Sadat when he went to Jerusalem and things like that. And it's in Arabic, and I was happy to find, I searched for it, it was there. I just put it 3 days ago. And I said if somebody would like to know. And the presentation was very good. The quality of the picture and the quality of the questions. And I feel proud about it.
Yes. Nile TV International, Dr. Bagnied, is developing year by year.
Yes.
So also, how did you follow this development?
You see, what happens is it's happening around the world. If you're lagging behind, you will feel it on the television. If you don't feel something which is not really up to date, you will stop watching that channel. If you're not catching up with the technology, with things presented, with the topics, and with the guests that you're bringing to speak in front of television, you will feel this right away.
Yes.
So you're catching up with this, which is good.
So how is the Nile TV coping with the international criteria in the...
Well, you're doing well. Of course, this is the end of it. You see, when you're doing a progress, you have to keep it up, and even you have to have in a higher level. You're doing fine, but we can do better than that. I'm sure, because with the things happening in the world, especially with the coverage of what is happening in Gaza and what Israel is doing to the Middle East, you're kind of worried about where are we going to? What does this lead to? You hear it in Arabic, you hear it in English, you hear it in French. So this is important. And also your guests who are specialized in politics, you interview people who are worthy to talk about what is happening. Sometimes I do not know, I did not watch that. You can have somebody who's speaking in Arabic and then you can put the translation.
Yes.
I'm sure you do that.
We do this, yes.
It is important because some people do not speak in other languages.
Other languages.
But they are
qualified.
qualified.
They are qualified, yes.
They are qualified.
Specialized, yes.
So don't worry about that. All you have to worry about is the advancement all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So Nile TV International, how do you see it as a bridge between Egypt and international countries?
You see, if I talk about Egypt itself, being in Egypt, you would ask people like foreigners living here. When they'd like to get to know the news, they turn to Nile TV. Why? Because they want to know the surroundings, what is happening in Egypt.
Yes.
And we have a variety of programs that will tell them so they feel at home, kind of. You know.
Yes.
For the international side, some people would like to say, what is happening in Egypt?
Yes.
If they are foreigners again.
So they turn to the Nile TV International.
If they are Egyptians living abroad, they will listen to the Arabic one. But you're competing with such programs as well.
Yes.
So you're doing fine.
Yes.
I hope you'll be much, much fine with that.
Yes. Yes. Also, Nile TV International have produced several programs and short films. Yes, because Egypt, of course, is the land of civilization, the land where everything have started in this world. So how do you also see the Nile TV as a reason for boosting tourism in Egypt?
They are good in that. Why? Because you send people to Hurghada, you send people to Sharm el-Sheikh, here and there. People would like to see different parts of Egypt using the map, and you go here and there. And also you have the presenters are good, are qualified, and they have background. What is important for the general people who watch and listen would be the information that you present, accuracy of it, and a good picture.
Yes.
And of course the material itself should be up to date, and I think you do that.
Yes.
So you're covering basic things.
So you can know several, of course, information concerning our civilization, especially concerning, for example, the Grand Egyptian Museum. Yes, all the information about...
An Egyptologist, when you interview Egyptologists, very important for people. I mean, the famous...
For tourists, that's...
And also the Egyptologist, his name is Dr. Zahi Hawass.
Yes.
People love him in what I know about. In the United States, they follow him and they look to him with kind of pride.
Yes.
When he comes and talks on Nile TV, people would love that.
Everywhere. I went to Prague. I found that they know him very well.
Oh, yes.
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 The Czech Republic.
I have my friend.
They know them. Him everywhere.
She's in the United States. Let me say her name. Nobody would know, but to me, her name is Kim Ashworth. And whenever she said, he's my hero. When you hear something like that, you feel happy about it, that some people in Egypt are known outside the country. Like when I talk about Salah, Mo Salah.
Yes.
This is very good. Why?
Are
because
ambassadors for us.
Yes. If I can give a higher degree than ambassadors, I would give it to them.
They are
honored. They are honored to Egypt and the Egyptians. Why? Because they are presenting a bright side that you would like to show to the people. We do have this people.
This would bring us to a very important also point, as you've just mentioned, that people in the United States and around the world knows very well, for example, Dr. Zahi Hawass. Yes. Because on the Nile TV International channel, on the screen, they always see him and wearing his hat and on the top of the archaeological team.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. I used to have a radio interview several years ago called Stars on Egyptian Land, and I interviewed him. And when I was there, he got this hat, and I said, can I have a picture with the hat? I was talking to him. Very impressive, the hat itself, and it's written on it, I think, so his name at the same time. You feel pride about how some of the people like elite, like him, talk about the love of Egypt. He loves Egypt.
Yes.
And you can tell it right away from the way he speaks and the video that he shows, you know, and the information that he gives to the people.
Yes.
That is very important.
Yes.
Why? Because seeing is believing. You know, when you see something, then when you watch, it's not like when you tell people.
Yes, of course.
So this is what is good on Nile TV, that you take people to the location and then you take the picture and you speak to them.
Yes. Dr. Bagnied, also Nile TV International also broadcasts films, Egyptian films.
Yes.
And also TV series.
Entertainment.
Yes, and it's translated in English and French and sometimes in Spanish. You know,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Is this recent?
Yes. No, months ago we have broadcasted a TV series that was translated to Spanish, and Spanish is a very important language, of course.
And huge.
It's, yes, 35 countries around the world speak Spanish.
That's a lot of that.
Yes.
That's very good. That's very good. I mean, if you go to the
how
US,
do you see this also?
when you go to the US, many of them speak, the Spanish language.
Yes,
yes,
it's very important, of course.
Besides English.
Yes.
Huge.
So how do you see this also in trying to show the world the culture and, of course, the cinema and the TV is a soft power? Yes.
I cannot answer this because we are covering this. You know, the more languages that you can present, the better. You know, I mean, even if you have the Arabic language, you have the translation. So that would cover. I mean, you can send it anywhere in the world, and you can just put the translation.
And the idea of showing our Egyptian culture.
Do you have something for food? Let me check.
Yes, of course. We
That's
have
good.
a variety,
That's
a variety of programs, and that's my second question. How do you see the variety of programs that Nile TV International introduces?
The more that you have
religious programs, cultural programs, tourism programs, food programs also.
I'll tell you what, when you talk about religion, it is very important to tell people about our culture, about our religion, about
traditions.
Exactly. This is the kind of question people would like to know. At one time, I was writing about, about Islam and in an American magazine.
Yes.
So you will get to know the questions. What is it that people in the West would like to know about us? So sometimes you present the question that would answer, their doubts about certain things. We should present things like that. Why? Because they will not get it. I mean, you will not talk about it outside. But in your national, for instance, programs, you can present what the people would like to need to know.
Yes.
So I think this is important. This is on the side.
Yes.
Once you present that, like for instance, religious occasions, you will let people know something about Ramadan, Copts as well. People would know.
Yes, of course.
I think these are important if we're thinking about different sects of people, and you're presenting that to them. This is the real core of Egypt.
Yes.
As a civilized, as I said, our history goes back. I'm talking like history books, but it goes back 7,000 years, maybe more.
Yes.
Yes.
I thank you very much for coming today. So much, Dr. Magda Bagnied, the Professor of Media and Communication. Thank you so much. I really had the honor to have you.
Pleasure.
With us. My pleasure too. Thank
My
you so much.
pleasure is mine to be here with you at any time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of Cairo Local Time. My name is Aman Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.
Nile TV International celebrates 31 years of success and inspiration. Happy birthday, Nile TV.